Hi YouTube, this is Andre here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so grateful, thankful, and blessed to have you here on my part 4 of my journey of how I became the man you see today. A man who's super positive, that wants to only spread love and light to each and every one of your hearts and souls. Who has persevered through darkness and now is into light. And just wanted to talk to you today about a couple things that got me to where I am so far in my awakening. I was reading a lot of books. I used to be a person who hated books. I was like, books? What are books gonna teach me? They teach me nothing. I was one of those like, books aren't gonna teach me anything. Oh my God, books teach you a lot of stuff. FYI for those that aren't readers, there's also a saying called readers are leaders. So there's a couple books, I'm going to list them in the description below of the books that got me to where I am. Now, the real topic of this video is being of service and adding value to people's lives. You know, I knew nothing of what that meant before my awakening. I knew that I liked helping people, but I always was like negative, and I didn't think anybody liked me, or I didn't think anybody wanted me around or wanted my help. So I always kind of just closed in words to myself, and just, it was all in the mind. I was always negative in my mind until I had my awakening. And I'm truly grateful, thankful, and blessed to have had this awakening, because this awakening really taught me the value of being alive, being here in the present moment. And I want to give you guys value and add service to each and every one of your hearts and souls, whether it's through YouTube or through a future podcast or being a life coach or an energy healer, whatever it is that I'm going to be doing. I just want to give you guys lots of love, lots of light, and be of service to each and every one of your hearts and souls. But what that really means to me is I want to be a support system for each and every one of you. I want to help anyone that's out there that's struggling with anything like mental health issues, or they need help with fitness, or they need help with dietary issues, like they don't know what to eat while they're working out, because I'm working out and I'm learning as I go too. Or positive mindset, how I became a man who was full of darkness, who lived in darkness for almost 20 plus years of my life, to now being the man of light, a man who embodies love and light everywhere I am, any moment, every chance I can, to be the man of love and light. Of course, life will hit me with times where it may be tough, but it's lessons to be learned, right? And to remember to, I know that to not linger or ruminate on whatever may have happened. I treat those moments as thank you so much for teaching me a lesson that I need to learn, so I don't repeat the same lesson. Because a lot of us repeat the same lessons over and over and over again, and until we learn it, right? So for me, I'm grateful that when something happens, like that financial scam or that investment scam that I was in a couple months ago, where I lost a lot of money, it taught me, okay, to be smarter, to do my research, but to not, and I'm not going to repeat the same mistake. I try not to make the same mistake. But yeah, I just want to add value to each and every one of your hearts and souls in whatever capacity that may see fit. You know, a lot of you guys who have started following me on Instagram and on Facebook, I really appreciate and I love you all very, very much. I thank you for the love and support that you showed me. I've been posting a lot of photos of my spiritual teachers and giving them shout outs and paying it forward to them, because they're the ones that got me to where I am, because they're basically adding value and being of service to humanity, and and I'm embodying what they've taught me, so I can give it back to all of you. And I just want to give a warm shout out to Ari. Her last video really inspired me a lot. She really touched my heart and soul. She talked about a metaphor that I use a lot called, we live with these sweaters. And what these sweaters represent is the layers that society has added onto our hearts and souls. Because a lot of us were living in an autopilot life, and society has added layers to our heart and soul. So for me, think of it like wearing 20 pairs of sweaters, and how restrictive your body. You can't even move your arms properly, and it's so uncomfortable. It's weighing you down, right? So for me, I'm starting to rip away these layers, and these books that I've read have helped me really get back to the core of who I am, and what I'm meant to do, and to be of service to humanity, to each and every one of you. But yeah, every day I'm trying to pull off the layers that society has taught us, and it's nobody's fault per se, but it's now our responsibility as ourselves to start going inwards, doing the work, and getting back to our core. So with that being said, the books that I really resonated with, that really got me to start looking within and focusing on, love and light. Number one is A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. This book really helped me embody what true love and light is, and that we're all a global family. We're all family, right? We all have met each other in our past lives. We've all come from the same place. We're all human souls, right? We just have layers. This body is a layer. We are a human soul, right? And I love each and every one of you to your core. I don't care about the external. I care about your internal. I care about your heart and your soul. Another book that really got me to really think about mindset is Mindset by Carol Dweck. It talked about growth mindset and fixed mindset. How, if you embody like you're perfect, or like you're not good enough, that's a fixed mindset. But if you keep trying and trying and trying, like what I'm doing on YouTube, I'm just trying. I'm just making mistakes, being vulnerable, stuttering a lot of my videos. But basically what I'm trying to do is I'm progressing because I'm learning. And as you keep learning and learning and learning, you're growing a growth mindset. Because, a lot of us, we think that, you have to have talent. Or if we don't have talent, that we're not good enough. Every one of us is good enough to do anything. You just have to put it to your mind that you can do anything with your heart and your soul. Because we're all capable of anything. We are absolutely capable of anything. Each and every one of us is capable of anything. Another book that truly got me to think about being of service to others is Think Like a Monk by Shetty. Now this book talked about his time at the monastery as a monk, and a very powerful lesson he taught me was you're never too old to learn, and you're never too young to teach, right? So he saw a 4-year-old kid in a monastery teaching a group of elders that are like 6 times his age, and he was like perplexed, like how is a little 4-year-old teaching a class? Because he treated in the monastery, you're all equal. This is how we should all be on society. We're all equal souls. I know it's easier said than done to think like that, but there's a lot of work that each and every one of us has to do to wake up. And I plan to help make a difference in the world by helping to wake up hearts and souls in some capacity. So look out for that, because I'm going to be starting a coaching program at some point, or a master class, something. So be on the lookout for that. Also, another book that really got me to think about being of service to others and adding value to people's lives was A Code of the Extraordinary Mind by Vishen Lakhiani. This book also really hit me to the core, because it really told me about the human spirit, about how we're meant to help each other out. Because when you help someone prosper, you're prospering as well. When you see somebody smiling, it just makes you feel good inside, right? You're not doing it for brownie points. You're not doing it for like something in return. You're doing it out of the kindness of your heart and soul, and that's what I do, right? Whenever I am heading into the office, I want to make sure that like I can help somebody out of the kindness of my heart. No brownie points, nothing from like, oh universe, I helped this person, so I expect something back. No. I just want to help people out of the kindness of my heart. And the thing is, like, it makes me feel good, it makes them feel good, and I just want to see people happy and prospering. We should all be looking out for one another and respecting each other and helping each other out. You know, the world is full of darkness, but there's also people that are full of light and love. And I want to be a light worker that helps spread love and light everywhere I go too. As a superhero of love, because I'm going to be the superhero of love to spread love and light in my own capacity to each and every one of you. But yeah, like these are the books that really got me to really think about being service and adding value. Also, I started watching a lot of TED Talks. Now, for those who don't know what TED Talks are, there are people basically sharing their stories on stage. I'll list a few in the description if any one of you want to check out the ones that really impact me and really told me about how to be of service. I delved into anything and everything: spirituality, mindset, physical, your physical essence, your neurology, neuroplasticity about your brain, relationship, financial intelligence, you name it. I've seen it and I've heard of it and I listened to it, and I try to embody their story into my belief system, because I believe in myself that I'm a blank slate since my awakening. Think of me like a 2-year-old child in an adult body, where I'm growing up and relearning life for the first time. The other thing that really started making an impact was watching shows on YouTube like Impact Theory with Tom Bilyeu and School of Greatness with Lewis Howes. These two gentlemen are who I inspire to be like in the future. You know, they interview a plethora of guests who they've introduced me to their work, and now I'm learning about their stuff so I can, you know, embody it, learn it, and share it with you guys. But yeah, these were the things that really started to get me, like, get the momentum rolling in my favor during COVID, because a lot of this was, I started learning on March 2020, and it really helped build a foundation to the habits I started to build with my morning routine, and it started building me up slowly. You know, as Will Smith said, and I said in one of my past videos, lay that brick. Lay that damn brick. Don't look at the wall, lay that brick. Because, you know, if you look at the wall, you're gonna get overwhelmed. So every day I do, you know, little by little, one step at a time, one simple step, small simple steps. Doesn't need to be the biggest step, just take that one actionable step. And as you keep building it, the wheels will start turning and you get into momentum. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. And I want to say thank you so much for joining me on part 4 of my journey. I'm really grateful, thankful, and blessed for each and every one of you who has started adding me on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. I really appreciate this love and the likes and the comments. And if any one of you has any feedback for me and how I can improve my videos, please share it in the comments below. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribe to my channel by pressing the subscribe button and hitting the like button, because it really helps with my channel and the algorithms, so that my videos can be shown to more people, so my messages can reach more people, our global family on earth. But I want to say thank you so very, very much. I love you all with all my heart and soul. I want every single one of you to know that you all mean the world to me. And I may not know you physically, but I know you spiritually, because we're all a spiritual family. And I love you all with all my heart and soul. Thank you so much for this, you know, for watching up until the end. And I hope I was of added value or to be of service to you in some capacity. And I wish you all an amazing rest of your day. Keep on shining, keep on smiling, keep on glowing, keep on flowing, keep on striving, keep on thriving. And until next time, YouTube, I'm Andre. I love you with all my heart and soul. Goodbye, my global family. I'm out. Peace.